sports reporting. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down. You know nothing about sports.
No, it's prod, not the beat.
Let's hit the button. Hit the button.
My
You
bad.
kind of look like Robin Harris with a beard.
Yeah.
Look, I thought
Or those pictures they take at you at projects.
Yeah.
I told when we was doing the podcast, my wife, I said I'm trying to channel my BB wine is coming in. I'm trying to. Yeah.
Well, if you're doing that, you got to let the top grow in. Or is BB bald headed now?
BB
Oh, he
bald
bald
headed now.
Oh,
BB
wow.
bald headed now.
I shave mine. I'm gonna shave mine probably tomorrow before church. I'm gonna shave mine tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta keep mine low because every 3 weeks it looks like somebody hit me upside the head with a hot horseshoe.
I'm rocking I'm not quite there, but I'm a better version of Andre Iguodala and Doc Rivers.
That ain't saying much, but
I know.
This is what you do, K man. I know y'all got a Costco subscription, right?
Yeah.
Go to Costco, man. Get you a bunch of razors, man. Every week, just do it, man. Just clean it. Because that's what I try to do. We got BJ's, and I go to. I bought like a 20-pack of razors from BJ's, and every week, like on a Friday, Saturday morning, something like that, just shade that joint off, bro.
see, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of the maintenance of a bald head.
Yeah.
I like the appeal of it because my hair keeps falling out every day. But
my brother-in-law does it. My brother-in-law
Two things
does
I'm not gonna do. Two things I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna dye my hair like Carlos Boozer, like I'm wearing a old school leather football helmet, and I'm not gonna get treatments. No, if it's happening, then that means it's supposed to happen.
It's vanity. It's vanity.
Yeah.
Like it's like people who get Invisalign at 50. Like you half a century with whatever your teeth is, either you find it appealing or not. Half a century. You rocked it for half a century. Rock it for another 40, 50 years.
Bro.
Hey, well, look, K-Man.
Make sure they don't fall out.
And K-Man, in that instance, getting braces helped one of our buddies, man. You know who I'm talking about, K-Man. He from the West Coast.
Oh,
Nah, He's Yang.
see, he had some other stuff going on too.
Yeah. I mean,
he was getting braces for a totally different reason.
yeah.
This man was still trying to have kids at 80 years old, so he had some other stuff.
I got me a new victim.
Yeah, exactly.
You came right there. You just said I came right there. Oh God. And look,
Hold on. My name is Abdul.
No.
Like, oh, okay, player. Okay.
B, when he said that, K-Man heard that joint. K-Man used to have headphones on. When he said it, even K-Man went.
I've never seen him on the hunt. First of all, I never imagined him hunting. And those men out there, you know what hunting is. Women do it too.
Right.
But I've never seen him hunt. And that was a shocker.
Right.
Because
K-Man.
this is a naturally lazy individual who went, oh, no. Let me show you.
K-Man, the look on your face, K-Man, because I still remember that joint. Because I was standing there, and I think I was doing something on the desk. And when he said, my name is Abdul, and K-Man, you went like that.
Seeing a naturally lazy individual, all of a sudden perk up, straighten up his back, and get his version of Luther or Barry White on. My name is Abdul. And that's not even your name. That's not. and just
Bro.
ready to go in Mac mode. I was like, whoa, okay.
This man was a 3-way cross between Luther Vandross, the Sheik, and Antonio Banderas.
Yes. Because for a while, I didn't understand how he got his victims. That moment, I understood.
No, look, B, whoever edited this joint, man, y'all got to put them 3 faces in there with BJ said right there.
I mean,
hey, is it? Have y'all ever searched him out on Google? Yeah, is there pictures of him out on Google?
I saw him I saw him a year ago.
No, I'm just saying I need a picture.
He looks the same.
Nah, I'm a blank out his face, but all I need is that by my mouth going.
Yo, man, something wrong with y'all? Oh God, hey, man, I'm telling you, man.
Hey, man, these Saturdays gonna hit different.
Hey, for real, 30 minutes before calling, we out here giving tech advice and car advice. I'm like, and then we wondering why we didn't record it. Oh, we was cussing.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, something wrong with y'all.
Not cussing, but we let the expletives fly.
Oh,
let the expletives fly.
Yeah, something wrong with y'all, bro, for real. Ooh, boy,
man.
okay. All right,
look,
man.
we like 40 minutes into this time slot that let me speak for myself. I'm like 40 minutes into this time slot that I've been allotted on this Saturday morning.
And we're only at like the 6-minute mark of recording, so yeah.
Mine went shopping earlier. So she went to get all the stuff for Thanksgiving cooking. So
see, we supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
We supposed to be doing that later.
Yeah, because America, this is the reason why I have this shirt on. I am not t-shirt up like my friends, because after this, pew!
And you see, that's what's important, America. When you're married, when you're a good spouse, Saturdays are normally used for, going out, spending time, getting out in the elements, spending that quality time with the one you love. Because I know for me, I'm a football head, so I love watching college football. And I know if my favorite LSU comes on late in the evening, I know, let me get out and do stuff with my wife early. Spend that time.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the evening, your boy gonna be turning up watching LSU.
Yeah. And when he say turning up, he means turning up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. As you can see, the Saints stuff in the background.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. So look here, bro.
Oh man, that was wild.
Let's get this popping, man. Let's see what we talking about here, America. Let me see. What did he say? Let me see. Okay. All right. I got one mic, y'all. One mic. So my topic, man.
Still Matic up in here.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Nazir Jones.
What up, Nas? So yeah, how homecoming, bro? You looked at me like I was some kind of hood, like I was about to rob you, bro. But it's all good.
I mean, he from Queensbridge, though. I mean,
so look here, man. My topic is America, K-Man, be with. What do y'all think about this NFL season so far, man? With all these upsets, that's my thing. I've never seen this many upsets, just like in a season like this before, man. So, oh man,
I can start. It's business as usual. This is how Pete Rozelle wanted the league set up. The probably still the greatest commissioner that the NFL's ever had. And this year is a great year because I don't know if it's upsets because it's wide open. There is no super favorite. Last year it was the Chiefs, maybe the Saints, and then the Tampa Bay snuck in. The year before that, it was kind of wide open. It's just a wide open league, and it's fun. The NBA is actually having finally a wide open season that nobody, and now it's fun. So it's a great thing. You don't. I mean, I know people in New York, if they listen, they'll hate me saying this, but You don't want the Yankees all the time. You don't want just a one dominant team all the time.
Yeah,
The
Yankees,
Patriots,
Red Sox, yeah.
the Patriots weren't. They were consistent. I won't say dominant. They were consistent, but also boring, and you didn't like them. So it's a good thing for all the upsets, because I also believe that some of these teams who got upset weren't that good.
Yeah.
As we thought they were.
Right. Yeah, it's like I referenced a few weeks ago. I think we just seeing parity on a whole nother level this year. There's not as there's not as much of a talent gap among teams as it used to be once upon a time. Some teams have established household names.
Right.
You have rosters that have the name recognition, Rams, but you're seeing that you don't have as big of a talent gap anymore, because you got more dynamic talent coming out of college into the league now. There's a lot more talent. I think, a lot more widespread talent, should I say.
Yeah.
That's coming into the NFL now. And, you got these bottom teams that are just stocking up on, that's loading up on the teams that, actually know how to draft. We ain't talking about like the Rams or, teams like you got teams that actually like know what they're doing in these draft rooms. And so I think that you're seeing those teams, teams like, I give Washington a lot of flack, but bottom line is they've done a halfway decent job of roster building.
Yeah, they have.
I think Ron Rivera is doing a decent job of trying to hold it together while they look for a franchise quarterback, which is mainly what they're missing. Franchise quarterback and a number one wide receiver on the outside. But I think just the talent spread across the bottom half of the league is greatly upgraded. It's better than it has been in years past. So that's why you're seeing teams like the Cowboys lose to the Denver Broncos, or the Buffalo Bills losing to the Jacksonville Jaguars, or the Baltimore Ravens losing to Miami.
Yeah. And K-Man, America, K-Man's our front office guy, K-Man. And Brandon kind of alluded to it earlier. You notice that there's been more emphasis on the draft, like in the past 5 years. And I want to ask you guys this question, man. Do you think that the parity that the NFL is having right now is due to the pandemic? When we went through this pandemic, do you think that the players and the GMs looked at things totally differently?
Well, you can go, Brad.
No, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that. The pandemic has had an effect, but more so along the lines of, what players are affected week to week. I don't think it's had so much of an effect on the outcome of these upsets, because in a lot of these games, key players are on the field. And I won't just highlight key players, because on NFL roster, every player is important, especially players that play special teams. But your stalwarts, your franchise players, you haven't seen many of these players miss many games.
You said something about rosters. I think in the NFL currently, there are not a lot of teams with bad personnel departments.
Yeah.
There's probably like maybe a handful. You got Jaguars, Raiders, Texans.
Yeah.
And even at the Texans, I don't even know. Nick Caserio was like the number 2 to Bill Belichick for a long time. The inner workings of the Texans are horrible, and it probably will grind him out. But if you look through all the teams, there's not a lot of teams with a crappy front office.
Right.
And so they're going out and, I mean, like, what's the, look at the NFC North. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bengals owner is a problem, but if you look through all those teams, they all got good personnel departments.
AFC.
Maybe if you look at the NFC East, maybe like 3 teams. Well, I discount the Giants, but you got 3 teams in the AFC West. You got 3 teams. In the NFC North, no, the NFC West, you got 3 teams because Seattle is a joke. NFC North, 2.
Yeah.
So it's just so many.
Maybe 3. I mean, I'm gonna
discount Chicago.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I'm not hold Detroit to this.
No, because I understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the NFC South, so it's just like it's not a lot. I mean, it's concentrated mainly in the AFC South because you got the Jags and the Texans, but yeah, there's so many good front office people. So usually when this Black Monday comes up, and for those who don't know, Black Monday is the first Monday after the regular season end. That is chop and block day where coaches and GMs get fired. There probably won't be that many get fired this time around. Right. Because there was so many last year and the year before that.
Yep.
Here's my take on it, man. I'm thinking the pandemic changed GMs and changed the way that you look at players coming out of college. Because, and we're going to get into it later on when we get into the topic of the LSU team versus the 01 Miami team. Different era. Players are bigger and faster. I'm thinking GMs, K-Man, are looking at the way these athletes train coming out of college. And they were saying, hey, look, this guy, he's a high motor guy. He doesn't need a lot of motivation. He trains on his own. Look what he's doing. Those are the kind of guys I want on my team. I don't really have to manage these guys. They're going to go out and train themselves.
Yeah, because last year's draft, I mean, a lot of players opted out. So you're working on 2019 tape. And then you got to make sure, hey, what did you do while you're away? This was a lot. This thing was a lot more mental because those Zoom conversations, and sometimes if you're able to bring a player in.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes people get blown away by 40 time, but there was no underwear Olympics this year. So hey, so yeah,
K-Man, you just hit on something real serious just now. Because of the pandemic, be with K-Man. They had to do their training through Zoom, not on the field in front of everyone.
Yeah.
So that once again, the GMs have to look at your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. And it really, the pandemic really tested teams' ability to adapt. Like how good are you at coming up with an alternative plan, like an alternative program other than this in-person program that we've had in place for the last 30, 40, 50 years?
Exactly. And B, to that point, that's why I called it the UFL, Upset Football League. And what you just said, B, I'm thinking that's why they're having so many upsets, because you have to go about doing your game plan a different way.
Yeah, and there's a lot more involved. And like you players got to worry about more. You got to worry about being tested. Like when unvaccinated players tested even more. So you got there's all these different variables that you have to worry about other than your assignment on the football field.
Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting how 2022 is, because they're gonna be in I don't know, is it Dallas or Indianapolis? I think it's they're trying to make the decision. So when they have the as I like to call them, the slave trials, how high can you jump, boy? How fast can you run, Joe? How smart are you, boy? The NFL, aka the NFL Combine. But but that'll be back. And will you be blown away by someone who trained for these 3 days, or will you go back to what brought you there with the tape and then the interviews and then the mental?
Well, K-Man, let me ask you this then. That's a good point, man. K-Man, you a GM, man. What would be your strategy? What would be your strategy, man? Since post-pandemic, because like I said, we have all these upsets, man. There's a lot of parity. You as a GM, we look at parity, keeping the parity would you just go back to the old ways of doing stuff?
No, I blend the new. I blend the new in. I think it's worked. I think some of this has worked. I think it also will allow you to get more access. You know, because the players are teams are limited. Teams are limited on how many players they can bring in. But maybe with now going forward, maybe because of Zoom and Teams and whatever, you can cast a wider net on the players that you want to bring in. Instead of being 30, you can probably make it to 50. And then you can get more time. You can get more time with them. And then maybe you can weed out some players because maybe there's Zoom. You're like, and you look at the tape and you're like, and then you look, and then you saw their Zoom and you're like, okay, maybe not. You weed that person out. You know who to bring into the facility. So maybe it's about adjusting. And I think this is just a new wrinkle. I don't think they should just go back to the old way. Because the old way makes you a little, in my opinion, makes you a little lazy. This helps you a little bit more. It's another little, a little cog.
Yeah, I'll give you that, and that kind of leads into the next subject. That's the next subject, man, with all the parity and drafting. And B Wig, you brought up. Look, first of all, shout out to the 01 Miami Hurricanes.
Yep, 20
awesome
years.
Teams. B Wig, you brought up saying that the 01 Miami Hurricanes team was smashed the 2019 LSU teams, and for some reason, that was like on the internet the past day, yesterday. I was looking, I was like, wow. I'm like, dude, what the heck? But we were texting back for us yesterday. It's a different game. The players were different. The game is different. And the training, in my mind, the training was different.
Right.
Just like K-Man just alluded to, you had old GMs looking for a certain thing. They stuck to that model.
Mm-hmm.
They stuck to that model. But now the game is different. So I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
What y'all?
The reason I feel like the reason I would take the 01 Miami Hurricanes over like the 2019 LSU Tigers is because I feel like, and I understand everything that you said. I get it, and it makes sense. It's true. Athletes are different. Training is different. We're creating faster dudes. We're creating more dominant dudes. But Miami was so far ahead of their time. Like, Sean Taylor was the first, and I'm going to go out on the limb and say last of his kind. There was only one Sean Taylor, a strong safety.
I'll give you that one.
A strong safety who was, how tall was he? 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, it's about 6'2".
200 and almost 230 pounds, 235 pounds.
30 pounds.
Today's middle linebacker, bigger in some senses, that could run a 4.3, cover anybody,
exactly,
and knock your head off. And so you had players like that. You had players like Ed Reed, generational players. You had players like Kellen Winslow, before he dude. We knock Kellen Winslow for being crazy. Okay, he's crazy. But on the field, on the football field, which is what we're talking about.
Okay.
On the football field, dude was generational.
He didn't start. I don't think he started for them. I think Shockey started.
Shockey started, but after Shockey left, then he took over. Obviously, you had dudes like Clinton Portis, who's not generational, but he was a really great running back. Willis McGahee, really good running back. Frank Gore, he's generational. I consider him generational because nobody has ever had the longevity at running back than Frank Gore. You had Andre Johnson on the outside.
I saw his son last night, Frank Gore Jr., about to graduate college. And it blew my mind. I'm like, hold up. His son is about to go in the NFL. He's still in the NFL?
No.
Yeah. No, he's not. He said he would come back if the right team called, though. But and I look at LSU, and I see the talent on the outside. I see the speed on the outside. I see Jamar Chase. I see Justin Jefferson. What good is that speed going to do you if you scared to go across the middle? You got hunters out there like Sean Taylor and Ed Reed, Jonathan Vilma, hunters. You know, that's just how I feel.
All right. The reason I picked the 2019 team because in my, I guess, if I can just think about all the times I could think about great football teams, college football teams, there is just like awesome college football. This is just my opinion. Yeah. I mean, it's the 01 Hurricanes. It's the 04 Trojans.
Trojans, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's probably the LSU team from 2019.
Right.
The reason why I picked them is mainly I remember I had a caveat. What rules are we using? Are we using the 2001 rules? Or are we using the 2019 rules?
Yeah.
But
good point,
I think,
man. Good
I
point.
think also we're judging them when you look at the roster. You're judging them off of what they did later on. We don't know what Jamar Chase and Stingley and Queen and Cushenberry and Joe Burrow will look like 10 years, 20 years from now. We don't know that. So
Ed Reed was pretty daggone good in Miami.
Yes, it was Ed Reed. No one knew Sean Taylor was going to be like that in NFL. No one knew Jonathan Vilma was going to be like that.
Well, see, the thing here's
or Frank Gore. Frank Gore was the third running back behind McGahee and Portis.
Yeah, but see, the thing about Sean Taylor is this. Sean Taylor really didn't. He really was in the NFL who he was in college because he didn't get the time to develop into what he could have been. That's the scary part about it. Like Sean Taylor, he could have been, as great as an Ed Reed had he been given that chance.
Yeah.
So in essence, he kind of like as good as he was in the NFL. I think that's how good he was in college, to be honest, because he didn't get the time to develop.
And then my whole thing is, it's a team game, and you go top to bottom. And people always go when they think of team, they just look at the roster.
Yeah,
the quarterback was Ken Dorsey.
Yeah,
who threw cottonelle passes. Their head coach was Larry Coker. Because if you look at the 01 Hurricanes who won the national championship, then look at the 02 team. It had a little bit of drop off, but they lost to Ohio State. Ohio State roster, 02 roster, Maurice Claret.
Yeah.
That's all they really had.
Correct, yeah.
Wait. Didn't they have
Santonio Holmes.
Didn't they have Ted Ginn? Did they have Ted Ginn that year? Ted Ginn Jr.?
They might have.
I thought him and Claret.
He might have been. I think he could have been a freshman when Claret was like a sophomore. They're around the same area though.
Yeah. Michael Jenkins. I don't see Ginn on the.
You mean Malcolm Jenkins?
No. Michael.
No. He was a cornerback, right?
Yeah. So I'm just saying. But if you look at the 02 Hurricanes had McGahee, Andre Johnson, Ken Dorsey again. Frank Gore, Kellen Winslow, Eric Winston, who I think is at one point in time was the NFL player president. You had DJ Williams, who was really good, who died. Vilma. Did they have the Vince Wilfork on this team?
He was.
Yes, Vince Wilfork was on this team.
Yeah.
So you had all this, and they lost to Ohio State. What I go off is if you give me a team coached by Larry Coker versus Ed Orgeron, I'm taking Ed Orgeron versus an offensive run by Joe Brady and who's the other offensive coordinator?
Steve
Emmenziger. Versus Rod Chudzinski? No.
Real quick. Who was the quarterback of that Ohio State team that they lost to?
Let me see.
It wasn't Craig Krenzel, was it?
No, Steve McMillan?
Huh.
McMullen? Troy Smith was on the team. Troy Smith was on the team, but I don't think it. Yeah. So
But
it's like
here's my thing.
So I
man.
base it off of coaching. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I got you.
Because the 2019 LSU team, remember, had Joe Brady as the main calling the plays, and defensively, we had Dave Aranda.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like, I've watched college football my whole life, man. And I've seen some awesome teams. And one of my favorite teams, B-Wig, is the 01 Hurricanes. And from a body of work, if you look at the people that came out of the University of Miami in Florida, from 01 to like 05, 06, they got some household names that played in the NFL.
Yeah.
But they only won one. They only had one title.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's coaching. I mean, it's going to be if you think about it, if you just put it in, if you physical game, Miami has physicality and speed versus quickness and speed. LSU had coaching will eventually let LSU win that game. It's not going to be no blowout
But here's my thing, K man. Before when LSU had that run, everybody was talking about how good Oklahoma's defense was. And we put up a 60-point on them joints and was just killing them. Then before we played Clemson, everybody was like, oh, Clemson's going to kill LSU. They're going to kill them. And then when LSU came in there and rolled them, everybody was like, oh, dang, this might – and everybody said it. All the critics said, they said this might be the best college football team ever.
And I would say –
go ahead,
This is my last point. You give Nick Saban that 01 to 05 roster for Miami Hurricanes. Does he lose a game? And does he lose a game? Maybe 2 games.
Fair question.
And how many championships he's in contention for? I'm not even gonna say win, contention for. So sometimes it just comes down to coaching. I think the 02 roster was the 01 roster was so loaded, Larry Coker couldn't have messed that up. And I think they diminished a little bit, but still was by far way better. But then his lack of coaching came into play.
And that's a good point, K, man. My last point about this, man, that's a good point. In today's game, even in the NFL, it comes down to coaching, and it comes down to players' work ethic and technique. So I mean, that's a good point, K. All right, B-Wig. You got rankings, B-Wig.
Is it the time, man? Is it that time for these rankings? Look here, man. Number 10.
Hold on, let me get my pen ready, man. Go ahead, B.
At number 10, I think I had the Steelers at 10 last week.
Yeah, you did last week. I got the list right here.
Yeah. I'm keeping them at number 10. At 5-3-1. Don't really got much to say about them. They missed Ben on Sunday. Going to an overtime game against the Detroit Lions. But I will say this. That non-loss is going to be the reason. You can book it. It's going to be the reason that they hang on to a playoff spot. Because that not having that one loss is going to benefit them. Watch what I tell you.
I want to congratulate the Lions for that tie. So they're not going to go 0-17 this year because that would be a record.
Yeah, good point, kid, man. Yeah.
And I actually do still think that they're going to win a game.
Yeah.
Number 9, I got the Baltimore Ravens at 6-3. The Ravens look more like crows on last Thursday. That was embarrassing. And I place a lot of that blame on Lamar Jackson. He was horrible. Could not hit the side of a barn with a beach ball from 5 feet away. He was really bad. So for any of these other teams out there, you want to beat the Ravens, take away the run game, take away the deep ball, and have at it.
Yep.
Yeah, good point.
Number 8, I got the Tampa Bay Bucks, man, at 6-3. What was a team on cruise control is now a team on life support. The defense is a shell of itself, and now there's AB drama. And who saw that coming? Huh?
Yeah. Who saw it coming?
Yeah.
That's the one. Man, come on, man.
Shocking. I am shocked.
Fake vaccination card. Really?
Really from the guy who who allegedly beat up. I'm not gonna go there, but whatever.
Yeah. Don't even go there, kid, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
All I'm gonna say is he ain't the only one, and I'm just waiting for the avalanche.
Yep.
But yeah, man, the loss from the Saints was bad for the Bucks, but getting dominated by the football team, who's starting a backup quarterback and who played the majority of that game without Chase Young, that's embarrassing, bro.
Hey, Chase Young, get healthy, bro, man. Hate to see you go down like that, bro.
And I mean, playing without Chase Young ain't saying much this season, but still, you gotta account for him on the field, and the Bucks didn't have to do it.
I hope he takes care of himself. Don't rush.
Yeah.
Don't rush yourself back, and use this time to get yourself healthy and also learn.
Yes, I hate your football team, but I love you as a player. Get better.
Yeah.
At number 7, I got
stop dyeing your hair blonde. Sir, I don't take you seriously.
All right.
Who number 7, B?
At number 7, I got the LA Rams at 7-3. 7-3. Who has another blonde hair player here too. But for 2 weeks straight, this team has been dominated. And
the 49ers tore them up, man.
Yeah. And they faced the Packers at Lambeau after their bye week this week. And then they faced the Cardinals 2 weeks after that. And they still got to play San Fran again. In all honesty, I would not be surprised if this team free falls out of the playoff picture.
Yeah, no.
No. Hear me out. The reason I say that is they're not going to win their division. I don't think they're not going to beat Arizona for the division. So they're going to have to get one of the 3 wild card spots. There are a bunch of average, hungry teams that are in contention for that wild card spot.
That's true.
And if they slip up and lose 3 of their remaining 7 games, it could get dicey. I'm just saying. Number 6, man. Number 6. I got the Arizona Cardinals at 8-2. I'm not as much a believer. I'm not as much of a believer as I was the first 7 weeks.
B, last week you had the Cardinals number 1.
This week they're number 6. In their 2 losses, and this is primarily why I dropped them 5 spots. Yeah, I get that they didn't have Kyler Murray on Sunday. They also didn't have Kyler Murray. They also didn't have Kyler Murray against San Fran, who they dominated with Colt McCoy. The thing that worries me about this team that the Carolina Panthers shed some light on is a lot like the Rams. They can be punched in the mouth, and that's kind of uncharacteristic of a Vance Joseph led defense. But
was that a joke?
Yeah.
I'm not seriously. Was that a joke? I think that was a joke. I think you set it up for a joke. Huh? This can't be right.
Hey. But if you look back 3 weeks to the Packers game, AJ Dillon got off against that team. Sunday, Christian McCaffrey got off against that defense. I'm not as much of a believer, man, in the Arizona Cardinals. Number 5. I got the Buffalo Bills at 6-3. They put up 45 points against the Jets, but something still doesn't look right. How they beat the Jets will not work against tougher opponents that they have coming up. Diggs is great, but they need to run the ball a little bit more to keep better defenses honest.
Exactly.
Number 4, I got the New England Patriots at 6-4.
What? Hold on, B. Hold on, B.
Number 4, I got the New England Patriots.
They were not in your list last week, so they somehow appear at number 4.
They're back.
Look at me. I'm the captain now. Bruh, I'm gonna look into the camera and say this. Bill Belichick is a genius.
Yeah, he's looking that way, man.
Oh,
don't forget it. And I'm gonna look at it. And I'm gonna look into the camera and say this too. Do not be surprised if they're representing the AFC at SoFi in February.
Yeah,
it's possible.
There's a possibility. Yes,
it's possible.
B, that's a big stretch. B,
you gotta.
Hey, why don't we make that my new nickname on the show?
The man has a boat called 8 Rings. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Look, ain't a boat, K, man. That's a yacht. That's a
yeah. Hey, whatever. It's called 8 Rings, for God's sakes.
Hey, look, man.
For a reason.
I'm gonna say this. I wasn't as high. I wasn't as high as a lot of people on Mac Jones coming out of Alabama coming into this year.
No, I'm still not.
But his ability to execute Josh McDaniel's scheme, doing it the same in a lot of ways, the same way that Tom Brady did it. He does not have a number one wide receiver.
Hey,
he does not have a number one wide receiver.
Bill Belichick and Nick Saban are like this. Nick Saban used to be on Bill Belichick's staff when he was running the Cleveland Browns. You know he did his due diligence when he was like, I need an heir apparent to Botox face.
That's why I wanted Mac Jones for the Saints, because I just pictured Mac Jones with Sean Payton. Yeah. I was like, it would be a wrap.
Yeah, you didn't offer enough. You didn't offer my team enough.
we didn't. The Saints didn't have any cap space anyway to get him. But yeah. All right, B, who you got?
Number 3, man. Number 3. I got the Dallas Cowboys 7-2. After getting back on track against the Falcons, we set our sights on Kansas City, at Arrowhead.
That's gonna be a game, bro.
I knew you would say that. And that's why I'm about to say this. The pundits will call this an ultimate prove-it game. I'm calling it a blowout.
Ooh,
I don't think.
For who?
Who do you think? Have you seen that defense?
Yeah.
Please don't be confused by what you saw against Green Bay.
Yeah, Amari Cooper.
Don't be confused about what you saw against the Raiders. We understand that Amari Cooper is out. Okay, we got CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Cedric Wilson, Dalton Schultz, Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott. With a defense that bad, we do not need Amari Cooper to blow them fools out.
To play devil's advocate, can the same thing be said about your victory over the Falcons?
But who was putting us up on a pedestal after the Falcons victory though? Because I surely wasn't.
No one.
Yeah, but that team that we saw on Sunday, that Dallas team that we saw on Sunday looks a lot like the team that we were seeing prior to the Denver Broncos game. So
we'll get to the picks.
Look, don't be subtly trying to shade my team, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, Keith Sweat, calm down.
Look,
I'm not shading your team.
Look, I respect Patrick Mahomes.
I don't.
Right.
I don't respect the way he walks, but I respect Patrick Mahomes and what he's done up until this point.
I don't respect him because he allowed
Sean just got a visual. Sean just got a visual of this man walking from the sideline back to the huddle.
Because he allowed his stupid little brother to be dancing on people's sideline. He gonna get got one day. I'm just saying, he gonna get got one day. Think everything gravy. Do your little dance. See what happened to you. All right.
Look, yeah, don't take this as disrespect to Patrick Mahomes and BAB. For those of you new to this podcast, BAB is Tyreek Hill, aka Baby Armbreaker.
Look, go Google search.
No disrespect, definitely no disrespect to Travis Kelce, the best tight end in the league. I don't feel like they can keep up. I don't feel like they can keep up. That's just how I feel.
I got y'all winning, B, but it's not going to be a blowout. I got y'all winning by like
to the picks. Let me get through 1 and 2.
Right.
Number two, Green Bay Packers are 8-2. The story of this season started out being centered around Aaron Rodgers, but now it's the defense and the running game. And with a cake remaining schedule, the chances of the NFC going through Lambeau get better by the week.
Sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Sure do.
And at number 1, I got the Tennessee Titans at 8-2, man.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I had to, man. They got a gutsy dub against the Saints.
Yeah. Show me a lot.
Referees messed that up, but that's my opinion.
They don't look good.
Yeah, they didn't, but at the same time, it takes these these wins that are full of adversity to build a team. And Derrick Henry may be back in January.
Yeah,
there was a report that he may be coming back in January.
They're gonna need him.
The Titans, I think they are a classic glass half empty, glass half full team, depending on who you ask. But I like the Titans, man. Their last they got the win over the Saints, but then they dominated the Rams in the Rams' house.
True.
Without Derrick Henry, without Julio Jones.
I get that.
So that's my list.
I get that.
All
right. Where we going? Picks?
Yep.
Pick 'em.
Oh. Hey man, we look on Thursday night. We all picked the Patriots, so that's no. So Ravens at the Bears.
I'm taking the Ravens.
Of course. Now, here's the thing, man. I'm gonna tell you. I know you got the Ravens, B, but this game intrigued me because your boy Justin Fields going against Dookie.
They're similar teams, if we want to be honest. Front office, Ravens, obviously. Coaching staff, Ravens, obviously. But on the field, they have a similar product.
Okay.
In that their offense is centered around the run game, centered around scrambling quarterbacks and opportunistic defenses. I think the game is going to be a lot closer than most people think. The Ravens absolutely cannot go in here trying to overlook these dudes because we saw what happened last Thursday in Miami. So I think ultimately coaching is going to win out in this game.
I think it will.
But it's not going to be easy.
Who you got, K-Man?
I got the Ravens.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm curious. I'm so interested to see this game. I think it's going to be on the CBS channel at 1:00, I think. All right, K-Man. This is a game everybody been talking about for some reason. K-Man. Packers at the Vikings, man.
Oh, blood feud. Give me the Packers.
Yeah, that's what. And people were talking about how Kirk Cousins plays when he's not on mainstream TV and all that crap. But I don't know. I took the Packers. Who you got?
I think that's overrated. Think
so?
Yeah, I think so because it's he plays bad on primetime. No, usually with primetime, it's a pressure game. He's bad in pressure games. That's the problem. They just so happen to coincide with primetime television.
Who you got, B?
Yeah, tomato. Give me the Packers.
I'm telling you, because isn't Aaron Rodgers coming back that game?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be.
As you coined it, Aaron Lion Rodgers.
Wow, that's a good one.
You the one came up with it.
You're right. Pat yourself on the back, sir.
Yeah, for real, sir.
I B. The Colts at the Bills, B.
Bills.
Dang, you would just not pick Carson Wentz, would you?
It ain't about Carson Wentz. The Colts don't look good as a football team.
But what about the Bills? You just said some of the Bills earlier.
Yeah, but the Bills. Listen, the Bills are a better team up and down. The Colts are coming off a game where they barely beat the Jaguars. However, one could say that they're facing a team that lost to the Jaguars this NFL season. But at the end of the day, I'm taking what I think is the better team.
Hey, all right. K-Man, who you got?
I got the Bills. The game is in Orchard Park. It's mid-November, or actually mid to late November.
It's cold.
And it's cold.
Snowing.
So this is North New York.
Yeah.
Upper New York.
Niagara Falls area.
Exactly. So yeah.
All right. So K-Man, I'm curious to see your take on this one, man.
Mm-hmm.
Lions at the Browns, K-Man.
Give me the Browns.
Oh, I thought you were gonna take the Lions for sure. Okay.
No.
Dang.
The Browns issue is, well, one, they're getting their running back, so that they're gonna have two of them, and that should help the offense. But the issue with the Browns is mainly defense, which I blame Joe Woods, and I blame some of their personnel on wasting money on Jadeveon Clowney. But all that could be rectified in the later of the year. Their issue is currently issues, as I said before, is chemistry, and Baker is not fully healthy. He is absolutely lying about the severity of that shoulder.
And he's
trying to gut himself.
Yeah.
And it's like, young man, is sometimes put yourself, but they're in the middle of the playoff race. I understand.
He's going to be a detriment to that team. All right, B. Who you got, B?
I got the Browns. They got embarrassed last week, so
they did, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Yeah. And I didn't see that one coming at all.
That's a Joe Woods special.
I was in disbelief behind that mess. All right. So look here, man. This next game, y'all. I'm back. He's in football team area. So B-Week, football team at the Panthers, B. Uh-oh. We got him, America.
Well, you're taking longer than I thought.
Exactly. We got him.
Yeah.
Do it.
Gosh.
Take the football team.
No, I'm taking the Panthers.
What?
Yeah. I'm taking the Panthers. Look, I get what Washington just did last week, but they're still soft. I like Carolina's weapons against Washington more than I like Washington's weapons against Carolina. Put it that way.
Wow. Okay.
And Stephon Gilmore has made a huge difference in that secondary. So
who you got, K-Man?
I got the Panthers. Let's go back to this whole I'm back situation. You yelled out I'm back off of a 3-yard running play. Sir, are you saying, look, we always knew you can run the ball. The reason why you stunk in New England is because they wanted you to throw the ball. So all you saying is you're back is you're just a big running back. You're a 6'5" running back. That's all you are. Who can occasionally throw. That's all.
And look, man, and my thing is, look, America, I picked the football team.
Why? Why?
Oh, man.
I'm back.
I had to send y'all that joint. When I saw it, man, I said, I said, man, this talking about he back, man.
All he needs is his bracelets and a rainbow bandana.
On to the next pick.
Yeah, man. The Texans at the Titans, man.
Titans.
Yeah, that's who I pick anyway, man. The Texans should just shut it down, but that's just my opinion. Who you got, B?
The Titans.
Yeah. They starting to look like a favorite in the AFC, man. Oh,
They might get home field
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
because that division is terrible.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, B Wig, 49ers at the Jags, B Wig.
I'll take the 49ers.
You're not taking your Jags like you did the last time?
I'm off that wagon. I'll pick my upset. I'll take my upset elsewhere. I can't do it. Not anymore.
Well, look, B, because I'm gonna tell you, when you picked the Jags last week, I'm like, man, what's wrong with this dude?
Hey, they almost pulled it off. They very nearly pulled it off.
They almost did. Yes, they almost did.
Dang, all right, K-Man, who you got, K-Man?
I got the 49ers, but in a tight game. What the 49ers did against the Rams, they played a division opponent. It doesn't really impress me.
Well, in that game, Sean McVay got out coach, man. But all right.
Hey, Shanahan can coach. It's him picking players is terrible.
Yeah, not about that one. All right, K-Man, Dolphins at the Jets.
Dolphins.
Jets, man.
They were playing a game tight with Baltimore, but they got a little spark when Tua came off. They seemed a little bit more up than with Jacoby Brissett, and Jacoby Brissett getting mad like, oh, number 10 overall pick in the 2020 draft versus you. Bounce around, Jim. Calm down.
I B-Wing, who you got?
Journeyman Deluxe. Give me the Dolphins.
Well, that's a good term though, B. I know. All right, so y'all know my wife is an Eagles fan for some reason.
The feud.
The house, my house will be divided this week because as K-Man has seen in my basement's all saints, and I purposely stuck her Eagles thing way up by the back window.
I would have took it down. It's just me.
Wait, we know how petty you are, B.
Yeah.
So B,
I would line the inside of my toilet with Eagles color paint.
Look, what you should do is put an Eagle symbol in your toilet, and when you take a you get ready to urinate in that joint, right on the Eagle symbol.
I need more. I need toilet paper.
All right, B. So look, who you picking, man? Saints at the Eagles, B.
Who that, man? Who that? Who that said they're gonna beat the Flowers?
Ooh, all right, K, man, who you got?
Is Alvin Kamara playing?
No, he's not.
Give me the Eagles.
So you know what that means, K, man? The next time you go to Philly, man, you might get some love.
No, I don't want that. I don't think putting Cheese Whiz on a sandwich makes it a delicacy, but that's just me. I'm sorry. Running around with clogged up arteries from North Philly to South.
Look, at least your buddy Kyle Lowry, he'll say, "Hey, thanks, K, man."
Yeah. I like Kyle Lowry. And Will Smith and Kevin Hart and Eve, the Roots. And
he's a soul child, man. He's
good. Yeah. Jill Scott.
Yeah. Shout out to Philly.
Mm-hmm. Ain't Bilal from Philly too?
Yeah, Bilal too.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah.
All right.
Neo Soul capital of the world.
Yeah, state property. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah,
Beanie, I know you were trying to do, but no. You good.
His little brother Freeway and all them dudes.
Freeway was okay.
Freeway was annoying.
All right, man.
I just heard his voice in my head.
All right, okay, man.
All his raps sound like this. Every word you say gonna sound like this.
Oh wow! Wait till we get to PD Crack. I mean, come on. Woo!
All right, K man. The Bengals.
Oh, Young Gunners.
That's what I was gonna say next, K man. Hey, K,
Beanie,
man.
once again, I know what you were trying to do. I know what you were trying to do.
Just trying to build a roster, man.
I understand that. It just didn't work. Like when y'all was feuding against the Locks, you didn't have the
He didn't have the personnel, man.
No, he didn't. Also, I hope you get that 50 mil from Kanye.
All right, K man. Bengals at the Raiders, man.
Bengals at the Raiders.
Come on, man. Pick the Raiders, K man. You know you want to.
You know I'm not going to do that. I'm picking the Bengals. As I stated here 3 weeks ago, before I was using another song, I'm going to use this song. Watching my life go down. Down.
Yeah, good job. That way we won't get a copyright strike.
They're going down. It's going down.
Oh man, and I can't argue that point. I can't. But dang. All right, B, who you got, B?
Listen, I'm taking the Bengals. But yeah, I know y'all familiar with the Breakfast Club. And Charlamagne's donkey of the day. If I had a donkey on the day segment on this show, it would be Deshaun Jackson. Bruh had a touchdown last Sunday night. Before the game got out of hand, bruh had a touchdown. He caught the ball, turned around, run towards the defense. Where did they do that at?
Them fumbles.
Where they do that at?
Obviously, he thought he was sea-strolling.
Oh, nice. The Eagles extended Avonte Maddox. 3 more years of 400-yard games for our offense. Let's go.
All right, B. Look here, man. We segued into this a little early in a couple of topics.
Mm-hmm.
So, B, Cowboys at the Chiefs, B.
Yeah, you're gonna mark me down, man. Do you see this back here? You see this back here? You see this? I mean, come on now. Like I said earlier, it's not that I don't respect the Chiefs. I respect them. I respect Andy Reid.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's two teams on two totally different trajectories. The Chiefs have had their time. They've had their day. I think that they've kind of been caught up too.
Hey, quick question, B. I'm gonna ask you this one. Do you see this being a Super Bowl matchup?
No, because the Chiefs are not making the Super Bowl.
Ooh, all right. You forgot what Travis Kelce said, right? I got my swagger back.
You know, earlier I said I respected Travis Kelce. Listen, I don't like your brother, so don't get on my bad side.
I like his brother. I like the whole Kelce thing. I really didn't early, but I respect that family.
Travis Kelce. I think Travis Kelce got a black girlfriend. He
stayed with
he's a bruh under them shoulder pads.
He can come to the cookout.
Yeah.
He can come to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people on that team can.
Right.
He can.
Nah, he can sit at the cousins table.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it! Yeah,
because he's a chief. I can't have him at the main table.
Who you got, K man?
I got the Chiefs.
What?
I got the Chiefs.
Oh man, he's buying the Kool-Aid. He's drinking the Kool-Aid.
Nah.
He's drinking the Kool-Aid. Ladies and gentlemen.
You taking the Chiefs, K man?
Yes.
He just picked a division rival.
Hold on. Once again, K man's our front office guy. Maybe he knows something we don't be.
It comes down to coaching. It comes down to coaching.
Okay. Have you seen the Chiefs being coached this season? I'm just curious. Or are you basing this off of last year?
And the
year before that?
I'm basing it off of individuals who in the last 2 years have gone to the Super Bowl and know how to win high-level games. I'm basing it on that.
Okay.
All right, man. Ooh, boy, K-Man. All right, K-Man. This game,
I'm picking the Steelers.
No, man. No, we at the Cardinals and the Seahawks, K-Man.
Oh, my bad.
You jumping the gun, bro.
You might still take the Steelers.
Yeah, I might as well put him down. Well, shit, let me just go ahead and pencil in right there. But K-Man, who you got, man?
It's Kyler playing. It's Kyler playing.
I don't know. I think it's a game time decision.
I don't like that. Because one of the reasons I picked against Seattle last week, because I thought Russ kind of rushed back. Mm-hmm. And I think a week later, he should be good. Oh, based off that, I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks. Division. I'm taking
division game, man. Division game.
I'm taking the Seahawks.
Who you got, B?
I need to make up some ground. I'm taking the Cardinals.
What?
This has nothing to do with anything other than my needing to win this pickoff that we have going on this season. We've been picking mostly the same teams, but I need to make up some ground. So give me the Cardinals.
Look, I took the Cardinals.
Work out.
I took the Cardinals based on what your boy did last week. Thought he had the challenge flag. He drops a cell phone. Come on, man.
And it was like that was like a Kyocera, wasn't it? It wasn't even. That wasn't even.
He's the oldest coach in the league.
No. Or was it a life? Was it his life alert clicker?
Hey, I'm putting this out. I'm putting this out there right now. This is last season.
Oh, Pete
him. This is the last dance for him and Russ. Bruh. Russ is gone. John Snyder gets to finally run the team like how he wants to run the team. Finally, after like over 13 years of being at the helm.
When he dropped that cell phone thing as a child's flag, that reminded me of Jason Kidd when he told a guy bump into me and spilled his drink or something.
Yeah. Only Jason was trying to do a strategic move, and Grandpa just forgot what he had in his hand.
Yeah. All right, B. Steelers at the Chargers, B.
The Chargers.
What? Really?
Look, I've felt like the Chargers were a better football team than the Steelers all season.
Dang.
It's a home game for the Steelers.
You already said, Kim, you take the Steelers, man.
Yep.
Dang.
It's Chargers season. I'm good.
I don't know, man, but they playing out there, in La La Land.
Yeah, home field advantage for the Steelers.
All right, Kim, man.
Oh wait, so jet lag only applies. Your jet lag theory only applies when it's West Coast teams going to the East Coast.
Basically, it seems like that, right?
Because they're losing 3 hours.
Oh, dang, that's a good point, K-Man.
Yeah.
But you know what, K-Man? When I had to work on the West Coast, it was the opposite for me. Me coming from the East Coast, going to the West Coast, it would take me at least 24 hours to get my mind right.
Yeah.
But dang, all right. So this Monday night game, I think it's going to be a blowout. Giants at the Bucks, K-Man. Who you got?
I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I got the Bucks winning, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
I think it's going to be ugly. Okay. All right, B, who you got, B?
I'm taking the Bucks only because I don't like Daniel Jones in prime time. He does stupid stuff in prime time.
So look, you saying he's like Kirk Cousins?
No, he's not like Kirk Cousins because Kirk Cousins is good. Daniel Jones is not good.
I will love to see the Manning cast because Daniel Jones is the Mannings are the only reason that Daniel Jones got drafted that high. But Daniel Jones was the guy who replaced Eli. So that Manning cast could be hilariously funny.
Hey, okay, man. That's my only thing, man. The stuff they be saying on that joint, man, be hilarious, bro.
I'm gonna say this again. ESPN needs to fire all their football people and just hire Peyton, Eli, and Marshawn Lynch.
Call the game.
Yeah.
I told y'all, man. They knew Marshawn was gonna slip up and say something, man.
Keep the reporters. Keep their reporters. Keep Schefter. Keep keep Graziano. Ed Warner. But like all their football personalities, like I'm gonna make this. Why does Rex Ryan have a job? What has he ever done? He luck boxed his way to 2 straight AFC championships where he got shellacked.
It's his name.
It's his name,
It's
and plus you
it's
got
his
his
name
dad-
in the NFL
you know what?
space.
You know what? Let's be 100% honest.
His
daddy
dad-
won that.
his
His
dad.
daddy, 85. That was it.
Buddy Ryan.
He ruined.
That's
he
why-
ruined, in my opinion, Randall Cunningham because he didn't know how to run a team. I mean, he probably could have. I think he might have saved Chris Carter's life because he cut him.
That's why his brother.
I'll give him
has
that.
a job as a defensive. Who's his
He's a
brother?
linebacker.
Is he on the
He's on a line. He's a linebackers coach for somebody.
And because their dad had a good defense back in the day, that's how they're making their bones right now.
Yep, nepotism.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say this, man. We got our picks. I'm gonna say this. I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking forward to Sunday. They're gonna do it on Fox. They're gonna do the All Madden joint. I'm looking forward to see that little skit. I mean, that little joint, man, about John Madden.
He's disappeared.
Yeah.
Think about it.
You
Think
would
about
almost. I had to think the other day. Is he? Because my son asked me about him because he saw a clip of him coaching the Raiders. My son asked me about him. I was like, oh no, wait, is he dead? No, he's not dead.
know.
He just ain't been on TV in a while.
No, I mean it's like
His
I hope it's not like Marty.
voice
I hope
is
it's not like Marty
His
where he's
voice
going
is
through
different.
dementia.
Yeah.
I don't think so, man. I think he's still
Okay.
competent.
Okay.
Because when they showed a clip of him on TV, as you get older and get up in age, your voice kind of changes, and his voice sounded like kind of like slow. You know, I said, okay, but you have to look at the body of work this guy did. He took the Oakland Raiders to the Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl.
Youngest coach at the time.
Check
Ever
it
to do
out.
that?
Then went on to go into the broadcasting booth. Him and Pat Summerall was like the team, you know, for Fox. Then
He worked for how many different networks though? He worked for
He worked for them
CBS,
all.
CBS, Fox, and ESPN.
ESPN. Yeah.
And then check it out. What is his greatest accomplishment, though, B?
It's video game.
Exactly.
Oh, I thought it was the turducken.
That's second. That's a close second.
Okay.
Yeah, a chicken, turkey, and a duck. Turducken. But look, he's the one who started the Thanksgiving tradition with the winning team bites, get the piece of the chicken leg, whatever. Yeah.
All the times the Cowboys used to win, or when he was doing the Lions game and Barry, you know, those rare times that Barry won. Poor Barry Sanders.
The greatest is the video game, like B said. The greatest video game. Because think about that. I played Madden 2022 last night until about 2 this morning.
Yeah.
But look, just like B's son know about a Madden game. Come on, man.
He doesn't own the Madden name, but he gets a percentage.
EA Sports, right?
That
EA
percentage
Sports
is
owns it.
really nice.
Yeah, and I mean that game it's been stagnant for the last 4-5 years. But I mean they keep rolling it out because it keeps making the millions.
Yeah, it will probably want to get us into probably look better when they get into the metaverse, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Just think about that, man. Because I remember buying the first Madden joint back in the day, and it was like, wow, okay, John Madden got a game. That's pretty good. I didn't think it was going to go this long.
94? Like 94, 95?
It might have been before then. Might have been because Tecmo Bowl went to 91,
92.
Yeah. So I think the first Madden might have been 93.
Because that was it was on Sega. Yeah. It was on Sega Genesis. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
We taking y'all back. Sega Genesis.
Sure did.
Right.
Speaking of which, it's still in my mama's house. I still got my old Sega Genesis and Nintendo at my mama's house.
B said Tecmo Bowl. I said, God,
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, no. Yeah, America. We just told you our age, basically.
If you can't tell by looking at these videos that we're showing you now, from all the gray was from me and Sean. Okay, Brand, look, we up there.
Yeah,
we up there. We're not Social Security up there, but we up there.
Nah, not quite.
We done seen some stuff in the NBA, NFL. It is soccer, all that stuff. Yeah.
Ungentrified DC streets.
Hey, yeah.
Oh boy. Don't get me started.
We'll leave it. We'll just leave it at that.
Hey, K-Man, K-Man, I told you, you might well just come on where I'm at, man. Come on to Virginia, K-Man. Because, they're pushing the people out of D.C. You ain't got nowhere to go but down south.
Texas.
This is not a political show, so I'll tell you the reason off the air why we'll go to Virginia, but okay.
Speaking of off the air, thank y'all for tuning in this week for another podcast.
All right.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate new subscribers.
Yep.
Y'all spread the word, like and share the videos.
Yep.
We holla, man.
Peace.
I'll